So I said, I've held on to a lot of anger, a lot of hate in these last several years. But it's time for me to let all that go. So I looked him in the eye and I said, I forgive you. And that people talk about how when you forgive someone that it lifts a weight off your chest. And I didn't really understand what that meant until I did that. And I truly did feel a little weight come off of my chest.
Mm.
And that the power of the atonement working in that moment, for me and for him, right? I don't know where he's at in his process. It doesn't matter,
Mhm.
right? But for me, the atonement was working for me, when I decided to forgive him, because Christ commanded us that, of you it's required to forgive all, and I'll choose who to forgive.
Mm.
So in that moment,
Mm.
I forgave him. And I don't think I was ready to really meet my wife until I went through that process
Mhm.
of forgiving him. I had too much baggage, for lack of a better term, right? So all that happened, and I met my wife. I was introduced to her. A friend, a mutual friend, sent me her Instagram and said, "Hey, I think I want to set you up with this girl." Like 2 months after this happened.
Mm.
And it was still a couple more months before we actually met, me and my wife. But anyway, 2 months after I went through that forgiveness process, I was introduced to my wife. So I think that's
When
what prepared me and led me towards being able to let go of all of that and move on, was I had to forgive before I could be ready for anything else.
and what did you learn from the Savior in that process of saying to your friend, "I forgive you," coming to that point? I mean, if you look back on it now, you felt this urging, "Let's go have this talk." It's like the Savior saying to you, "Let's go have this talk. Let's
Mhm.
deal with it." It reminds me of my mom walking me to a friend's house. "All right, apologize."
Right? A little bit, but yeah, the Savior and the Spirit was prompting me, and I'm just so forever grateful that I was prompted to go do that for my own good,
Yeah.
right? That was such a blessing.
So what does that teach you about the Savior?
Just teaches that He loves us, and that even though He's going to push us to do hard things,
Mm.
it's for our good, and that just leads back to that: is it worth it? Is it worth it to be doing all of this? Is there ever a return?